Hello, welcome to my channel. The main rule for the quilting is that there are no rules. You will learn, you will watch others, and you will find the methods and ways of quilting that works for you. And that's the most important thing, because you need to find what works for you to be able to enjoy the process. What you will see is my process of working with different materials and different designs, and I hope some of those tips and tricks will help you in your own journey. I was just preparing to start another project, but I do normally clean my machine between the projects, at least like once a week or 10 days, and I just wanted to see what the effect of 10 days looks like. It's just absolutely filthy. And if you have things in your machine like, automatic threader, cutter, or that function that machine will tell you when your bobbin is running out, obviously that may stop working because of that bits inside. Let me just try to focus more so you can see better. Okay, so I think you can see how dirty that is. And if I take this part out, yeah, under that case which is holding the bobbin normally is also very, look at this. And I do sew a lot, so if I have not been cleaning my machine like I said, once a week, every 10 days, you can imagine what it will look like. So I will put the camera on the tripod now and just walk you through the steps how I clean my machine. Now you always should check your own manual for your machine. If you don't have manual, go online. You should be able to find something as a PDF document, or even maybe a video of somebody else showing you how to clean your own model. And if you have maybe older model of machine and you cannot find a manual on on the manufacturer's website or anywhere else, go to your local store who is offering checkups, things like that, servicing. And when you do your service, ask them to show you how to do that. Usually those people working there are brilliant, so they will not mind to kind of spare 5 minutes before they give you machine back to show you how to take care of it. And you may like to also kind of use your phone camera to record it, because you may not remember later everything they were telling you about, but if you can record it, then obviously you will have it for your own reference anytime you need it. Okay, so first obviously I've removed the bobbin case. So this was just under it. That's horrible. And just take a bin to put it in. So you should normally have with your sewing machine some sort of brush, and if you don't, you can buy brush online or in the store with the where you take them for the checkups and things like that. And normally I just dab it in the little bit of machine oil. Again, I've got the whole bottle using it, so I'm dabbing it in, and then I'm just, instead of just sweeping, I'm just trying to kind of get all of that rubbish to be stick to that brush. So it's just not moving from one place to another there, but just getting itself on that brush, and I can pull it out from there. So that's the first thing I do, just to gather all of the bigger pieces and remove them as quickly as I can. Now the other helpful things to have when you taking care of your machine is a pair of tweezers. I've got one pair of tweezers with my machine gear, because sometimes you may not reach very well with your brush, but you can see a big bubble there somewhere. Then you can use the tweezers to pull them out. I've not used the can with the air before, and I don't know, I'm just thinking that the air will just pushing those things inside rather than help you take them out, so I will not do that. You see, I can grab it quickly and then move on. There's something if I see bigger. It will take 10-15 minutes for me to finish all of those things, but I will definitely see a difference when I'm start sewing when machine is cleaned up, so it's worth the effort. And don't forget about your feed dogs. You can see the bits and pieces here in between those rows. It's collecting there as well, so make sure you get to the grooves, and yeah, the tweezers are quite handy to pick those ones up. Yeah, so the biggest pieces I've managed to remove already, and now it's those little bits and corners. So obviously this brush would be too big to be able to get in there. So what I use now is a pipe cleaner, but so I bought a set of pipe cleaners when I moved to like reusable straws for drinking, because obviously you need something to clean inside. So I bought a set of those, and I picked two of them, two sizes of those for cleaning my machine. There's a one smaller, one bigger. And again, I'm dabbing a little bit of oil on it, not too much, just literally just to make it a little bit sticky. And then I will go in and I will try to roll the dust on top of those cleaners. And you know, it usually in the instructions it will tell you, switch off machine first before you start doing it, and please do. Now I kept my machine on just to be able to use the light of it so you can see better, but normally I would switch it off as well and use some like a small lamp to do it. So yeah, I've managed now to roll out there so I can pull it out with the tweezer. You would also like to, if you don't have a manual, you would also like to ask your service person where to put oil, in which places in the machine, and how often. So just make sure you do that research. Like I said, either find a manual if you don't have one, or ask someone who can help you with that, because you know, I can hear when I'm sewing that as soon as that machine gets to a certain point of how dirty it is, I can hear that it's getting more and more like clunky when it's sewing, is louder and louder, and then I know it needs cleaning. So if I don't do it regularly. So yeah, I'm just going to all of those nooks and crannies. Then I will just move the bit a few times so it kind of brings some other pieces and I can see them, and then pull them as well. There you go. And make sure you do service your machine at least once a year. It's especially if you're sewing more. If you don't sew a lot, again, do it regularly. You might again ask the service person, if I'm sewing, I don't know, once a week or once a month, how often should I service machine? Or if you have not been using machine for a long time, it's a good idea. Okay, so I think I'm almost there. There's one more bit here I'm saying. Something came out on this side. Okay. One last time through the corners. I don't see anything else here, so I can. Okay, that's done. I'll just put a little bit of oil here. Right. So if you kind of put too much oil, you can always take a little bit of tissue and wipe it off if it's too much somewhere. Alright, so let me pack the things back together again. Reference your manual about how it's supposed to look like, because each machine might be a little bit different. Have a look under this plate, there's some bits and pieces too, so I'll just wipe it off straight to the rubbish bin I've got next to the machine. Okay, put it back, and I can screw it back in. Now I will need to wipe this here thing because there's a little bit of oil residue. Obviously I don't want to mess up my fabric, so I will take some cloth and wipe it off before I start using. But that's basically it. Now the second part of the clean and wool would be in here, where the case is around the arm, which is holding your thread in, but I'm not doing it so often because it's a little bit more complicated with all of those screws I need to unscrew. But every couple of months I open the case as well, and there's one place that I need to dab a little bit of oil, so I do that as well. But like I said, it's not as often as this one. This one is literally once a week, but I do sew a lot, so you kind of open it up once a week and see how much dirt is gathering here. But even if it's not a lot of dirt, if you clean it up regularly, you will have a better results with the sewing, and your machine will be very thankful for that as well. Alright, so I hope that short video will be useful for you to see how important it is to clean your machine often. So thanks for watching this video. If you liked what you saw, please subscribe to my channel to support my work. For further inspiration and examples of my work, you can check my Instagram or Facebook page. Happy creating!